So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... comedic and fun.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
I've only been here for 5 minutes, but I'm already sick of Mutiny bragging about their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag Championships. Well, what if we came up with our own, not at all similar versions? That would really cause a mutiny.
I would have just wanted to go invade them right back, but I'm intrigued.
Two of the key players in the recent NXT Mutiny attack were the Unity Tag Team Champions. The Raw and Smackdown side has countered not with an attack, but instead by creating brand new Tag Team Championships of their own. Please welcome the brand new Unify Tag Team Champions, the #1 draft pick, and their partner who's making their WWE debut.
Thanks, Kathy. You might recognize my new partner from another promotion that shall not be named, but now he's here to help me take down this NXT mutiny. And what better way to do that than with these fancy new championships?
That's right. The GMs thought we were the perfect pair to hold these new Unify titles.
I gotta say, this sounds and looks very similar to the NXT Unity titles.
Not at all. Our titles have red accents, while theirs have silver.
Our titles are open to intergender competition from any brand, not just NXT.
And finally, our titles have never been lost in a match.
Okay, but isn't that just because they're brand new? I'm still not seeing how these titles are any different.
Zip it, Kathy. We'll show you and the entire WWE Universe just how special and unique our Unified Championships are when we defend them. Later tonight on Raw.
Okay, can't wait.
It's a WWE debut, tag team debut, and the debut of the Unify Championships.
I guess if you're going to introduce yourself to the WWE Universe, you might as well do it as a champion. Talk about participation trophies.
Oh, come on, Saxton, they're trolling. What better way to get under Mutiny's skin than by knocking off their precious Unity titles? The LWO looking to turn up the heat tonight.
They're already feeling it, already feeling the energy of the crowd.
There's a lot of pride that comes with being a member of the LWO. Each and every one of these members are mighty proud of what they're a part of.
And that pride translates into their top-level performance in the ring.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the Unify Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Cruz del Toro and Zelina Vega, the LWO. And their opponents, the Darkness, and the hardcore icon, Harper Valentine.
No joking around here. The Unify tag titles are serious business tonight.
Well, technically, this is a championship match. The arena doesn't have the usual electricity.
Well, because it's not really a title match, Michael. You can't expect people to get excited about championships these two just made up.
Well, every championship once was something that someone just made up, Saxton. And if you're still looking for something to get excited about, we have the debut of a new WWE superstar.
Precision strike to the back of the neck. Man. Ooh.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Damage starting to affect the challenger.
He's still relatively fresh, but it wouldn't hurt him to tag out sooner than later.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though. Into a chop block. Power slam. Cruz is facing a beatdown.
Cruz has got to get his wits about him.
Suplex. Nice hip toss.
That is the champion demanding respect, saying I can control you anytime I want to.
Deep six. Boom.
He puts him into the corner.
Boom, right to the midsection.
The challenger's in a bad way.
Yeah, but you have to keep on battling for your team.
Full impact! He's just stacking up these attacks.
He's staying on the offensive.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! The champion clearly doing whatever it takes to retain their title here.
Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible.
Oh, what an elbow high on the chin.
Measuring him now, lining it up.
Oh, what a right hand!
Turns it around.
This superstar looking to put the final touches. Oh, no!
Great reversal.
What a count.
There's the pin for the championship.
The tag team champions retain.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions, the Dark Horse, Roy, and the hardcore icon, Harper Valentine.
The long history this new duo shares was evident here tonight as the Unified champs looked like a well-oiled machine and successfully defended their titles.
Sure, Michael, but they will likely have an even tougher time defending these ridiculous titles in the court of public opinion.
I see what you're doing here with these Unified Championships. Funny.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral on this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, It's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Your plan seems to be working. Mutiny is definitely annoyed.
Yep, told you it'd get their attention. Now we just need to take things further to give Mutiny and their Unity champion something else to complain about.
What'd you have in mind?
Cosplay. It always comes down to cosplay.
You're really taking me out of my comfort zone here, but I'll do it.
It's one half of the Unify champs, who's looking like a king tonight.
First they come up with knockoff titles. Now he's rolling in as a knockoff Lexis King. I love it.
He does seem determined to get under Mutiny's skin. Let's hope he hasn't forgotten he's still heading into a match.
The Unify champs are channeling the Unity champs in a match that should be unique. Confidence will be challenged right now. And the other half of the Unify champions doing her best Jacy Jane impression.
After seeing her partner, I'm sure nobody was surprised to see the gear she decided to wear out here tonight. But you have to admit, she's really pulling it off.
Are you saying you've got a toxic attraction to our Unify champion?
I'm not going that far, but well played.
I knew it. Hopefully the Unify champs haven't overlooked their opponents here tonight. Otherwise, they're in trouble.
Our resident class clown looked poised to school her opponent right now. The War Raiders are back.
A team that has been dominant in tag team wrestling for over a decade.
Wherever the Raiders go, you will see the carnage of war.
Completely focused on waging war.
The War Raiders now embracing their truest form.
Looking to dominate once again.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the Unify Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Eric and Valhalla, the War Raiders. And their opponents, the Dumpers, and the hardcore icon, Harper Valentine.
No joking around here. The Unify tag titles are serious business tonight.
All this fun cosplay can't distract the so-called Unified champs from the fact that they are facing off against Valhalla and Eric tonight.
Definitely, Michael. It would be a real shame if they lost their focus and their titles.
Didn't you find these Unified titles silly, Saxton?
They're throwing on me, Corey.
Into a neck breaker. Wow. First one missed, second one didn't.
Effective.
Deep six. Dropping the knee.
The challenger taking some minor damage.
Now we see if he weathers this moment or tries to tag out.
With the counter.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate. Rough landing off the suplex.
An overbearing amount of offense against Eric here.
But Eric can't allow this burst to hinder him.
And he got there. He made the tag.
Come on, there's no fair play in that. Great way to completely disrupt the momentum and buy yourself some time. Set hard into the corner.
Flying shoulder block. Teamwork could be exactly what makes the dream work in this title match.
Drop kick to the back.
Up top. Samoan driver.
Carefully stalking their opponent. Boom! Basement drop kick.
Wow, what a kick.
And a kick to the back.
She turns that attack away.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
An endless bombardment from the champion. The challenger has to be rocked.
Now trampling the opposition.
Nasty right hand. Vicious enziguri.
And she's returning fire.
Look at the right across the throat. Getting out of harm's way. And a clothesline.
Double chicken wing applied, rotating through, and bam! Face first into the canvas.
Oh, the wind just knocked right out with that. Oh! Valhalla isn't being given any room to recover.
Valhalla's having, well, nothing fancy here.
Tasting victory.
Backed up. Shoulders are down to retain.
Got him, and the tag titles stay put.
Here are your winners, and still the Unify Tag Team Champions, the Dark Horse, Roy, and the hardcore icon, Harper Valentine.
These two dressed up and beat down their opponents, while perhaps sending a strong message to the Unity champs and Mutiny.
Yeah, you've got to think this match was more about pushing Mutiny's buttons than it was about defending titles. But it's quite possible that they managed to successfully do both.
Hey, sorry I haven't checked in sooner. I've been tied up with all this Mutiny stuff. How's it going here so far?
I'd say pretty good, since we just got ourselves a match for the Unity Tag Team Championships.
I saw that. I'll admit I had no idea what you were thinking at first, but it does appear to be working. Still, I'm nervous about you competing in NXT. If I had to guess, there will be some outside interference.
So what do you propose we do to counter that? Hire a team of security guards to surround the ring? Ah, they could secretly be working with Mutiny. Oh, what if they were apes? Apes are strong and tough and loyal. Security apes. Is that a thing? Nah, we wouldn't have time to train them before the match.
I was going to suggest I'd be there to watch your backs.
You're no security ape, but at least you're trained. That'll work.
Here to defend the titles they've held since they made them up. The Unify Champions.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team and the Unify Tag Team Championships. Introducing the champions, the hardcore icon Harper Valentine and the Dark Horse Roy.
Despite logic, sanity, and common sense, the Unified Champions do appear to be taking this match seriously.
When they started with these titles, I assumed they were trolling. But these two do seem genuinely focused on taking care of business here tonight.
One way or another, the Unity titles will change hands tonight. The Unity Unify Unification match is about to be unleashed.
This is big, guys. 2 titles on the line here tonight in this one.
The word historic gets thrown around quite a bit, guys, but in this case, I think we can all agree that this match truly is historic.
you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles.
Grab your popcorn and try not to blink. The Unify and Unity championships both up for grabs in one match. That has literally never happened with these titles before.
Remember to breathe, Saxton. You're almost as ridiculous as these look-alike belts. Clearly, the Unify champs annoyed Mutiny enough to make this match happen.
No matter the reason, this Unify unification match will undoubtedly be remembered by some in some way for some time.
You gotta wonder how much damage has been inflicted after a brain buster like that. Deep six!
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexis isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
Man.
Spiked with a Michinoku driver.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
And that could be the first step towards Lexis gaining control.
Maybe King's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Propped up in the corner.
Oh, an overhand punch.
No escape from these punches.
Framing their opponent right where they want him.
Full impact. Successive attacks have him staggering.
Yeah, he's definitely doing some backpedaling.
Taken down with the gourd buster.
These attacks are clearly adding up on the champion.
After that, maybe it's time to tag out for a second.
Precarious position for both superstars.
Oh, gosh. On the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
That was worse than being hit by a cinder block.
Oh!
And now thrown back into the ring. Oh, and a big uppercut. And Jacy is taking on a lot of offense now.
Yeah, Jacy's being completely neutralized.
The rack attack coming. 2.0.
Watching like a predator with wounded prey. He's as good as done here.
Spear!
The champ might have just sealed things.
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, and a big uppercut. A lot of damage being piled on the champ.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done. Got him in the corner now.
Boom! What a right. Gosh. And he's just chaining together more offense now. Oh, man, this is going to be nasty. Oh, my God. Think of the impact.
Lexis avoids the attack.
What a clothesline. Ouch.
In off the tag here.
Walking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
Jacy eats a clothesline.
But Lexis came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
It's Smackdown GM Nick Aldis. They were ready for this.
Credit to the Unified champions for being prepared.
Hold on. Spear on Jacy Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto Jacy Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Nick Aldis.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you goaded them into defending their Unity titles, and then walked away with them too. Well done.
Thanks. Nick Aldis came through when it mattered. It was a team effort.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and Smackdown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to Smackdown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?